Dear loved one, congratulations on completing the quiz. Based on your answers, we have calculated that there's one specific chakra that's currently blocking your abundance. But first, let me start with the basics. Imagine water flowing through a creek, much like the energy flows through your body. There are several pools where the water swirls around before flowing on. These pools are like our chakras, forming spiraling energy within our consciousness. There's 7 chakras actually determining the heights of your breakthrough life, be it in the realm of finances, relationships, health, happiness, and even enlightenment. Here's the thing. If nothing else were around this creek, it would flow pure and clear. However, life is messy, and things tend to fall into the creek. And then what happens? The creek can't flow. Each pool of energy has a purpose and can be blocked by a specific kind of emotional muck. When these energetic centers are clogged, existence becomes misery. Nothing seems to work for you. You go through one bad romance after another, living from paycheck to paycheck, and life becomes an uphill slog. However, if we open the paths between the things, the energy flows, and amazing transformation is in order. When these energetic centers are strong, you'll thrive in abundance, attract twin flames, waking up every day filled with an unquenchable zest for life. Opening the chakras is an intense experience, and once you begin this process by opening your weakest one, your life will never be the same. So without further ado, according to your quiz results, your weakest chakra is the root chakra, aka the earth chakra. What's the root chakra? In Sanskrit, this chakra is called the Muladhara. It comes from the word mula, which means root, and dhara, which means support. It's red in color and is located at the very base of your spine near your tailbone. It goes up just to below your belly button. Therefore, this chakra's role is to ground all of your energy with the earth. This means the root chakra focuses on the fundamentals, your day-to-day survival here on Earth. In ancient times, it meant having enough to eat to stave off starvation, merely surviving the elements. In modern times, however, this means financial and emotional security. The basic questions transcending what do I eat and what do I wear to who do I love and how do I make money? What's the block? Fear. That's right, because the earth chakra deals with issues of survival. What happens in uncertain times like this? How do you survive and thrive? What can you do when everything you know seems to be under threat? As a result, you struggle with anxiety. You are scared with what's going on in the world. Every news report fills you with trepidation, even if there's no justification for it. In other words, an overactive root chakra will shout messages of survival even when no real threat is there. Physically, you might have digestive problems, lower back issues, hip pain, and ovarian cysts in women, or prostate issues in men. How can you unblock it? It has everything to do with the concept of planetary frequencies that vibrate at the level of your individual chakras. All thanks to a mysterious old woman by the name of Madame Minka. Continue watching this video for the stunning answer. Hi, my name is Lorraine Jackson, and I'm an international chakra meditation teacher. Let me ask you a question. Are you looking to unblock or activate all 7 of your chakras, especially your weakest one? Perhaps nothing seems to be going right in your life, and you're deciding if chakra meditation has the capacity to heal all aspects of your life. Yet, even when you do, you don't seem to be reaping its full benefits. They remain blocked no matter how hard you try. Or, like most others, you have some parts that are working, yet The sections that are unbalanced seem to have polluted the other sections. However, all you want to do is achieve total wholeness. Well, here's the good news. With what I'm about to show you, you'll not only get the unblocking and activating methods for your weakest, you'll also get precise steps for all the other chakras as well. And all you need to do is listen to this secret sound for just a few minutes. But first, let me tell you the stunning story of how I'm now enjoying the heavenly life, totally free from all the demons that used to haunt me. The reason I'm sharing something so personal is because, hey, if someone like a broken old me with my sordid background can break free and even unblock my crown chakra just by tuning in to a specific frequency, so can you. Because adversity started even before I was born. You see, I was an unwanted child. That's right. I was a product of a naive teenager and a drunken tryst. I never knew my dad, and my mom, trying as hard as she did, couldn't fill the daddy-shaped void, as she was out working 2 to 3 jobs most days. Due to my impoverished background, I did poorly in school, and I was bullied in my growing years, as we couldn't afford new clothes to upkeep my disheveled appearance. Needless to say, with that broken self-esteem, I made a series of bad choices. I ended up in one toxic relationship and another, seemingly passed on from one guy to the next. When I got married at 19, I thought things would change. The Prince Charming that will swoop me off my feet and make all things better. But oh man, it was 2 decades of torment. To be fair, my husband wasn't 100% scumbag, but he had some bad habits, and my own personal drama probably didn't help. However, the quarreling subsided when the 2 kids came along. We were distracted, busy with raising them. However, that just left our issues unresolved. While we were focused on raising the kids, the marriage festered like gangrene. Behind my back, my husband was having a string of affairs. Was he an unfaithful jerk? Yes, but really, who could blame him when our marriage was ice cold? I didn't know it at the time, but I was emotionally walled inside. My heart was a fortress, so I was hardly surprised when he suddenly wanted to leave. There was no screaming, no throwing of furniture, no fury. Heck, he was even startled at how calm I was. In the next few days after I ushered him out of the door together with all of his belongings, I crouched in the corner and finally broke down and wept. Alas, the years of pent-up shame, guilt, and regret caught up to me. I was a badly broken person, and just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, the unthinkable happened, all on the same day. 2 years have passed since I left my husband. I tried my best to move on for the sake of the children. I scraped and clawed, managed to recreate myself as an office manager at a local bank. While I wasn't passionate about the job, it paid the bills. It kept the twins fed. And then on the 11th of November, 2007, during the height of the great financial crisis, I received a fateful notice to come to the office. My heart sank. After all, our bank was badly affected, and we already let go of 21% of our staff, some of which I had to fire personally. When I entered, the HR director, Mr. Pearson, was there, and so was my immediate boss. They both didn't look me in the eye. I could feel my chest tightening and a massive headache creeping from the back of my spine. With a heavy sigh, Mr. Pearson started channeling my greatest fear. Mrs. Jackson, due to the company restructuring, we need to let you go. As I started processing those dreaded words, something unexpected happened. Everything just went blank. I didn't remember what transpired after that. It was later on, my colleagues revealed that I collapsed into a heap on the floor, setting off major panic. I woke up on a hospital bed, feeling groggy with a throbbing head. The doctor looked at me compassionately and allowed me to settle in, informing me he had news on why I fainted. Alas, it was yet another bombshell. He declared, "We did a scan and found out you have a brain tumor, and if it's not treated ASAP, you might lose all function and die." Again, I felt the cold wave of anxiety hit me from head to toe. You see, I had a history of migraines, so when I was debilitated with pain the past few months, I chalked it up to just being an especially bad season. Now here was the crazy thing. Because I was just fired hours before the diagnosis, I lost the medical insurance I needed to have that delicate surgery. What unfortunate timing! Predictably, after the greedy medical establishment found out my insurance was no longer valid, they released me back home. It was then I realized I was going to be homeless, sick, and eventually dead. And my twins were going to be motherless, even orphans since my ex was nowhere to be found in their lives. So maybe your story isn't as dramatic as mine, but don't you have occasions where your back is against the wall? Where the world seems like a brutal place? When nothing seems to be working? The good news is, in a minute, you'll get the simple secret to open up your chakras and start taking your life back, ascending from glory to glory. And this strange series of events can be a catalyst for your miracle. Now back to the story. I broke the situation to my twins the best I could. I hugged them hard. We embraced, crying throughout the night. I spent the next day sleeping, exhausted from all that drama. During that evening, I woke up in a cold sweat, wondering what to do, deep in despair. It was then I phoned Rita, my best friend. It was a call that changed my life. You see, Rita was a chakra enthusiast. She has long tried enrolling me into her practices, but I'd always reject it because it didn't make any sense. Alas, desperate times called for desperate measures. Given my predicament, I was looking for an answer, any answer, and it didn't matter where it came from. After I described to her what was happening, she exclaimed, "You have a blocked heart chakra." She went on to explain it was this blocked energy that's been causing me all the marital and life problems. I mean, it's not the first time I'd heard it. I just rolled my eyes every time she'd hinted on how to help. I started regretting my skepticism. However, she assured me it wasn't too late. Here I was. My heart was throbbing really fast, in anticipation of a much-needed breakthrough. Jane excitedly said, "You should talk to Madame Michaela Minka." Madame Minka was a renowned person in the chakra healing world. She was a towering 6-foot-tall Romanian woman who happened to be 86 years old. She was an equally towering giant in the chakra healing community. She was renowned for a unique tendency to open all 7 chakras and awaken destinies very quickly, without much effort. Rita handed me her address. I needed facts to get an appointment because she apparently found modern devices interfering with her connection with the universe. After nearly 3 days, I found a working fax machine and I managed to send one. To my surprise, I got an almost instantaneous response. She asked to meet. The next day, I went to her apartment and knocked. Behold, it was Madame Minka in the flesh, gangling with a slight hunch, dressed with a headscarf and European garb. I expressed my gratitude. She warmly welcomed me in. After we were seated on her worn yet comfy sofa, over a cup of mint tea, I poured my sob story, including the dire circumstances I found myself in. Madame Minka nodded her wizened head, listened intently. After I finished, she diagnosed me like a doctor to a patient. "Your friend was right. You do have a blocked chakra. However, you have a clogged root and third eye chakra as well. Here's what I can do." She excused herself and went into the storeroom, and she came out with a CD. It was plain. No labels, just a glass case with the words, "Chakra Awakening." She explained due to her Romanian heritage, she had access to the chakra healing techniques from her ancestors that's hidden from the rest of the world. And they were all captured on that simple CD. She continued, "Just listen to this, close your eyes and focus." I thought to myself, it can't be that easy. However, due to my condition, I couldn't afford to be skeptical, and I took it from her. Let's see how it goes. And my life was never the same again. After going through the step-by-step meditations on the Chakra Awakening CD for 7 days, something small but wonderful happened. I felt good, more joyful than I'd ever been in a long time. Then, like cracks in the dam, it was as if my life attracted blessings from heaven. My relationships with my twins improved. I actually found alimony checks in the mail, as if my ex's conscience suddenly resurrected. Even my headaches disappeared, even with the grim diagnosis. Then the dam broke open, flooding me with a stream of miracles. Because here's the amazing story. A few weeks later, I visited the hospital again, a routine scan to track the progress. For some reason, I was at peace, probably due to the Chakra Blessing CD filling me with serenity every time I listened to it. A few hours after the MRI scan, the nurse ushered me into the doctor's office. The doctor was the same one who delivered the bad news the first time. There was a shocked look on his face, as if he saw a ghost. He stared at me and said, "I don't know how to tell you this, but your tumor disappeared." I broke down and wept, but this time with tears of joy, and oddly enough, vindication. The vindication that the universe was watching out for me. The vindication that I am enough to overcome any adversity. The vindication that having one's chakra awakened is the best thing to have ever happened to me. Encouraged, I consistently made that CD part of my daily routines. All I did was wake up in the morning, make a cup of green tea, put on headphones, and close my eyes, taking it all in. Over the course of a year, amazing miracles started appearing. I started losing weight. I didn't have the urge to drink anymore. I felt unburdened, no emotional baggage whatsoever. I stopped reacting to situations instead of responding to them. Anxiety, stress, and depression became ghostly memories of a distant past. I felt so free. My twins were thriving. After years and years of toil and suffering, there was finally light at the end of the tunnel. And then I received a gentle nudge from the universe. A few years later, I received an urgent phone call from Rita. As it turned out, Madame Michaela was admitted to the hospital. Her formidable body finally was choosing to let go. Because she didn't have long, Rita urged me to pay her a visit. So I rushed, hurrying to the exact same place I got my tumor diagnosis in the first place. She was lying down on the bed, her toes nearly reached the edge due to her height, weak, but still alert. She looked at me with expectant eyes, as if she was wanting to deliver me a divine message. She whispered, "The world needs chakra healing in order to be a better place. Please, continue my legacy." She closed her eyes in peace, and with her last breath, she passed away. Resolute. I wanted to honor her wishes and become a chakra healer. However, there was a hitch. Madame Minka did not leave behind a blueprint for awakening the chakras. Everything she taught was out of instinct. And those CDs, as it turned out, I had the only remaining copy left, as there was a false fire alarm in her apartment and it washed out the collection in a flood. Yet I was determined to somewhat replicate her chakra powers. With the little savings I had, I traveled the world and learned from the masters on how to be the best me, from an emotional, spiritual, and physical standpoint. And let me tell you, I tried it all. Meditation with the monk of northern Thailand, Ayurveda with the traditional healers of Gujarat, India, effective herbal concoctions from the Mali medicine men of tropical Africa. Yet there was still something missing. While it was all beneficial, none of it produced any significant breakthrough. Until out of desperation, I came up with a harebrained idea. By now, my CD was scratched and barely functional. Before I lost her legacy, I thought, I can bring it to a sound engineer and figure out if there's anything we can salvage, or at very least make a copy so that Madame Minka's guided meditations live on. During the next day, I went to Mr. Peters, an experienced sound engineer who was a family friend. What we found makes all the difference in unblocking your chakras. When we examined the CD, our jaws dropped. Embedded were specific sound frequencies I'd never seen before. Mr. Peters then exclaimed, "These are planetary frequencies." Being a sound healing enthusiast, he explained what they were. These frequencies comprised synchronized vibrations, the heart of both human consciousness and physical reality. And while it was used to restore health, it was never before used in the context of chakra unblocking. You see, it was all about the resonance. In scientific terms, according to a groundbreaking 2019 University of California Santa Barbara study, all things in our universe are constantly in motion, vibrating. Even objects that appear to be stationary are in fact vibrating, oscillating, resonating at various frequencies. Resonance is a type of motion characterized by oscillation between two states. An interesting phenomenon occurs when different vibrating things or processes come into proximity. They will often start, after a little time, to vibrate together at the same frequency. They sync up sometimes in ways that can seem mysterious. In other words, when you channel a specific heavenly frequency to a specific vibration generated by your body, your frequency actually changes to the more beneficial one. So these CDs were filled with these kinds of frequencies. Now here's where it gets wild. You see, Mr. Peters picked up something mind-blowing. Upon closer examination, Madame Minka actually mapped those sacred planetary frequencies to the various points of the chakra. What a genius! This basically means when you want to open a specific chakra, all you need to do is listen to a specific resonance. So whenever there's a blocked energy center, you can tap into any of these 7 chakra frequencies. So if you have money issues, all you need to do is to listen. If your marriage is having problems, all you need to do is to listen. If your health is failing you, all you need to do is to listen. Because just by hearing, one by one, your chakras start opening up. Really, you can become resurgent in life, even in life's many trials. You'll not only stand strong, but claim victory for every crazy battle. When you hear your way to activating the chakras, you find it so much easier to think. You'll start feeling boundless and limitless. But what's the catch? That's just the beginning. You can't achieve breakthrough on your own. These are age-old techniques that require step-by-step guidance to fully unleash the potential of your chakras. Otherwise, you risk stagnation and frustration. Now, physics was not my strongest subject in school, but I remember Ohm's law. In its simplest terms, when there's a lot of resistance, energy will not flow freely through an electrical conductor. And when resistance is low, energy will flow more freely. So think of your body as a conductor of energy. Negative emotions or thoughts act as resistance is to the flow of energy. When we have a lot of resistance, we become more susceptible to bodily disease and mental disease. And when there's a lot of energy, the chakras flow better. Then we feel better. This is when the planetary frequencies come in. When you channel your specific sound frequency to a specific chakra, unleashing energy becomes easy. So I started teaching classes, pairing the planetary frequencies of the Chakra Awakening CD with the powerful NLP guided meditations I picked up along the way. Boasting a small but devoted following at first, my classes started getting more and more popular. And for good reason, because these were the jaw-dropping results. Months back, Janet, one of my faithful students, basically exclaimed, "Lorraine, you should spread your teaching throughout the world." While tempting, I didn't bite, mainly because I was content with impacting the people around me. And then COVID-19 hit in 2020. I was forced to shut down my practice due to the lockdown measures. It was indeed a crazy year. I still had high demand, and people badly wanted to visit me. But it was not allowed. I was content with just riding out the storm. After all, financially, I was set for a few more years. However, Madame Minka's haunting words came flooding back. The world needs chakra healing in order to be a better place. Please continue my legacy. I needed to steward this gift. I couldn't just abandon the seeking. So I'd taken an unprecedented step. I'd decided to put my breakthrough program on the internet. And due to extraordinary times, instead of charging $270 like I do for each individual session, thanks to the power of the internet, you're going to enjoy the full teaching for only a fraction of that investment. Watch to uncover this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Now, for the first time ever, beyond the confines of my city, I'm here to share this gift with the world, announcing the Chakra Awakening System, the ultimate way to breathe out stress, anxiety, and disease, while breathing in peace, joy, and abundance. First and foremost, you get access to the very same guided meditations that transformed my life. I have decided to upgrade the grainy recordings with modern sound technology by working closely with Mr. Peters and NLP-based transformational scripts. It has all the shine, but also all of the chakra unblocking effects. This blessed marriage of planetary frequencies mapped to your chakras gives you a time-tested, proven plan to unblock your chakras so you can start enjoying your life of blessing and abundance. And this is how the chakra unblocking system can change your life. Picture your inner soul as a glass of the most pristine mineral water, Found in the springs of the Vergès Valley in rural France, sparkling and clean, pure and whole. Then life gets in the way. An unkind word, work dramas, breakups and quarrels, sickness, a horrifying incident, an umbrella of deep sadness covering your day, burnout, and exhaustion. Each of them act as contaminants getting into the water, making it murky, till the glass is just a black, foul sludge. When your soul is in this state, you feel incongruent. You feel an assault of emotions, but you do not have an anchor to hold on to reality. Now this is where the Chakra Awakening System comes in. By just putting on headphones, listening to these magical frequencies, it acts as a shimmering waterfall that pours into that glass. It stirs up the filth and then flushes it out, bit by bit. Then the glass is pure and clear again. Voila! Your soul is now back in that precious state of purity, where you find yourself being stronger, more powerful, totally in love with your life, your reality, and more importantly, with yourself. And that's just for starters, because the Chakra Awakening method is the ultimate way to overcome life's storms. You see, every hurricane has an eye, the center where things are more calm. In the process of awakening your chakras, it often takes us into that place where we can observe the obstacles and resistance that stand in the way of us and our best selves. Intentional actions help us feel more connected to other people, to communicate more clearly, to be less reactive, and less likely to be triggered by life's events. The breath supports us and unloads the inner junk. It mobilizes the energy to help clear it out. That's what the Chakra Awakening System can help you do, all by hearing the planetary frequencies. So you may be asking this pertinent question: how is this different from what I find on YouTube? 1. The sound frequencies are the Madame Minka ones, reconstructed in order to stimulate my healing. Amateur sound frequencies can have unintended consequences. 2. The frequencies also need to be paired with licensed NLP techniques. Here's why. When NLP techniques are implemented poorly, it can send your mind to a harmful place, and you have no recourse to get back to baseline. 3. Ours is the only program targeted to opening the chakras using planetary frequencies framed by resonance to target each and every chakra. It's like a laser beam of love. Are you starting to be convinced yet? Here's even more transformed lives. And here's another important point. The Chakra Awakening System is as adaptable as you. Here's what I mean. The flow of energy is dynamic. This means one day your root chakra may be blocked. However, in a few weeks, maybe it's your throat chakra. It's a bit like the game Whack-A-Mole. The only constant in this life is change. Therefore, we specifically designed the Chakra Awakening System to give you solutions for the chakras. Think of it like a Wikipedia of chakras. All you need to do is take the quiz every few weeks to find out what your weakest chakra is, and then get the specific steps to unblock or awaken it together with your customized planetary frequency. Are you starting to get convinced yet? So here's what you get in the exclusive package. 7-day Chakra Awakening Meditations, based on Madame Minka's CD that has transformed the lives of thousands. I repurposed these blessed words into 7 guided meditations for chakra balancing, one for each chakra, only 10 to 15 minutes each. These are the very essence that healed my tumor, restored my soul, and gave me the life of my dreams. Treat it like a soul doctor's prescription. 1 audio, twice per day, and your chakras will start magically to open, effortlessly, and on autopilot. And here's where it gets better. Chakra Awakening Encyclopedia, the ultimate guide to working with your chakras. With the Chakra Awakening Encyclopedia, you will discover everything about your energy centers, 20,000 valuable words of the most sacred knowledge to unblock your root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. And to sweeten the pot, here's some bonuses. Bonus number 1, 7-day Chakra Awakening Meditations, text version. To fit every single learning modality, you now have the ability to devour Madame Minka's sacred words, so you can internalize these affirmations even deeper in your spirit. Bonus number 2, Chakra Awakening Yoga, the yogic path to activating your chakras. One of the crucial ways to balance your chakra is with yoga. However, there are specific poses that are more effective than others in opening up those energy centers. In this incredible ebook, you'll learn the secret yoga poses that open the chakra from a certified yoga expert herself. Bonus number 3, the Little Book of Auras, an all-encompassing guide to human auras. Everything and everyone emits energy. Just like how reading body language is a vital skill, reading energy language is equally as important. Suddenly, you start making good decisions because you discern tricky situations so much better with your third eye. In this small but powerful ebook, you'll get the nitty-gritty on how to see and interpret auras. The more you read this, the more convinced you are that the Chakra Awakening method is the key to an unstoppable life of freedom. And here's even more good news. You're only going to invest a fraction of the retail market value. You see, I'm giving a much lower price for you because I don't want finances to stop anyone, since I want the Chakra Awakening system in as many hands as possible. That means that today, you will not be paying the total value of the Chakra Awakening system and all its bonuses, which is $306. Not even half of that, which is the retail price. On this page only, I've included an exclusive, one-time 90% off discount. Yes, you heard right. It's not a typo. This is a 90% off discount, and it's available for the next couple of minutes. And one more thing. I'm so convinced that the Chakra Awakening system will work for you. And that's why I'm offering you the Magic Headphones money-back guarantee. The ultimate ironclad agreement that if you don't enjoy the life of emotional freedom and stellar life by awakening your chakras, we don't deserve to take your money. No questions asked. Here's how it works. Get your copy of Chakra Awakening System today, together with all its bonuses. Start listening to the 7-day Chakra Awakening meditations. 1 audio, twice per day for the next 7 days. Just relax and let the planetary sound frequencies do the magic. Release the pain, trauma, confusion, hurt, and sickness. Soar and be free. Draw a line in the sand, because now you're on track to realizing your destiny. You're now a catalyst for positive energy. You'll obliterate the fatigue, the tiredness that once held you down. You'll be dazzled by the results. And if you don't do a double take because you can't believe your eyes, or if for any reason you aren't 100% satisfied with your results, simply send us an email and we'll give you back every penny. No questions asked, up to 60 days. If your life hasn't changed, we don't deserve your money. So on the days you feel stuck, when your breathing is shallow but your stress runs deep, where your mind is plaguing you with thoughts like, what's the point? I could never do this. I'm in trouble. Something is seriously not right. Do whatever. Nothing matters anyways. When you literally feel blocked, don't you agree it's time to let go? Don't you agree you'll be far happier if you don't merely react to stressful situations, annoying people, and depressing news? Instead, taking control of challenging circumstances nearly effortlessly. And all you need to do is sit back, relax and recline on a chair, put on your headphones, push play, and surrender. Because the Chakra Awakening System redeems your past while giving you a breathtaking future to look forward to, figuratively and literally, of course. Look below this video right now. Click on the button that says Add to Cart to claim your 90% off discounted price now. You see, once you get rid of your social anxiety and chakra blocks, you need to take your mental wholeness to a whole new level. Let the Chakra Awakening System give you an abundant life of unshakable peace, unbelievable health, and unstoppable focus now. This is one of those watershed moments in your life. Two paths lie before you. One, you can bury your head in the sand. Look, let me level with you. You'll know deep down the struggle is real. All the emotional chaos and stinkin' thinking and self-sabotaging behavior isn't magically going away. The abundant, love-filled life you want isn't just going to drop into your lap. The debilitating stress is not going to just disappear. Yet, with only 9 minutes a day, you can make all the difference in the world. So if you were intent on making a change, why not plunge in now? With the 60-day Magic Headphones guarantee, what do you have to lose? Alternatively, 2, you can finally take control of your life. Look, you've already experienced what turbulence feels like, the volatility, the tsunami of the soul. You've been there, you somewhat survived, but it's time to try something different. Once you start doing the exercises using the Chakra Awakening System, that's when your elevated energy attracts the good things in life. Now's the time to say yes. Yes to the amazing gifts just waiting for you to claim and bring into your reality. We're here on this planet to experience love, joy, health, and abundance, and now you can experience it all just by clicking the orange button. Go ahead and get started right now. You don't need to sink into the quicksand of self-doubt, shame, and anxiety. The Chakra Awakening System can take you and place you on solid ground. However, it can't come into your life until you accept that outstretched helping hand. Click below now to join me on this new and exciting path. All you have to do is click on the Add to Cart button below to gain access before this exclusive discount expires. It will take you to our secure reservation page, where you can start living the amazing, drama-free life in just 3 clicks. This is only going to be offered for a limited time, So please don't delay. Some doors can only be opened from within. Through the Chakra Awakening System, you can open up the path to abundance, health, and life inside of you, all with the power of sound. Click on the button below now. This is Lorraine signing off. I'll see you on the other side.